Hi everybody, it's really nice to see you all. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Wesley Chan and I'm an IB graduate from the year 2019 and I was originally from South Island School. So, if you're watching this video, it probably means that you are a student who's currently studying chemistry or wants to study chemistry. And I have to say, it's actually a pretty good choice to study chemistry. Let me show you why. So, as you can see I've written behind here, chemistry is basically the study of matter. And by the study of matter, I mean, like, we're talking about a matter's composition, its properties, its interaction with the different stimuli of the real world, such as different chemicals, compounds, or with energy itself. So obviously, for obvious reasons, chemistry is a science like biology and physics. But with chemistry, it's relatively different, mainly because we have to be able to visualize some theoretical sort of things. Like, for example, you're visualizing how an organic compound reaction carries out through a reaction mechanism, or how ions and electrons are moved around through an electrolysis circuit. So these kinds of processes require like a lot of imagination, and we don't really like come into contact with these things in real life unless you're in a laboratory, and thus that's why chemistry is so abstract. It doesn't really apply to a lot of things that we would usually see in everyday life. However, just because I said that chemistry is different from biology and physics, that doesn't mean that chemistry is a difficult subject. On the contrary, actually, it's actually quite straightforward and simple. Well, obviously, there's going to be some parts where there are a little more complex, but it's actually mostly quite simple. So but for those of you who are actually maybe struggling, or you are feeling sort of a little nervous about starting chemistry, so over the summer and maybe extending until September, I'm going to be creating a series of videos that are sort of going to help you broaden your understanding in chemistry as a whole. So these videos are going to be based on the IB syllabus for chemistry, specifically the HL part, which I'm going to give you more details in the description down below. But if you're an SL student instead, I still encourage you to watch these videos because the HL covers more bases in chemistry than the SL part. So when you actually come to do the SL exam with the HL knowledge, then it would definitely help you on your overall grade in chemistry. But if you're not an IB student, maybe if you're an A level student or a DSE student or an IGCSE student, I would still recommend you to watch those videos anyway, just because chemistry is quite similar between like all those exam boards. So in the end, I would still believe that by watching these videos, you're still gonna get something out of it and sort of help you with your own respective exam boards. But if there's any kinds of other extra things that I haven't covered in your syllabus and you want me to cover, then just feel free to drop me a message in the comments or send me an email. I'll post my credentials down in the description below, and you could just sort of let me know like what kinds of topics do you want me to sort of cover and externally, and I'll just create those videos as well. Okay, so this next part's going to be more relatable to IB students, but I would still encourage you to listen. So because this is an interactive revision guide, I might not cover everything in full detail. So I would still recommend you to buy this book. This book is the Oxford IB Study Guide for Chemistry, 2014 edition. So this one was actually from a relatively older syllabus. Most of the content inside is quite similar to the current syllabus, but I'm not sure if Commercial Press or Book Depository has released a newer version, so you might have to check to find out. But I would still recommend you to get a study guide similar to this, preferably this version, because this is basically what really helped me excel through the IB exam, because it's really detailed on the inside. So I would encourage you to just pause the video, take a photo, and just kind of look it up. So chemistry is a really fun and fascinating subject to pursue, and not because the subject itself is interesting, but also because we can think of it as the king of the holy trinity of sciences. Because as we'll see in upcoming videos, we can see how we can take elements of biology and sort of be able to further explain it with chemistry, or we're able to take some physics theories and sort of being able to explain other chemistry theories, like this back and forth relationship between chemistry. That's what makes chemistry so interesting out of all the three sciences. So hopefully these videos are would not only help you to pass the final exam and probably even excel, but also just to show you how fun and fascinating this field of chemistry really is. So please remember to sort of like, comment, subscribe, and please, if there's anything I could work on to improve my videos, please feel free to just kind of drop me a comment just to see how I can improve it, and I'll see what I can do to be able to make these videos sort of better over time. So once again, my name is Wesley Chan, and welcome to chemistry.